Hello students, now we'll do paper 2, end of year evaluation, Department of Education, Central Province, grade 10 paper. So this is 3 hours paper, you get 2 parts, you have already know about that. And part A, part B, you get 6 questions for each part, but you have to answer only 5 questions. So each question 10 marks and you can spend 18 minutes per question. So now you can do part A, 3 questions, and here can you see the volume of right circular cylinder is given as pi r squared h, so you don't need to memorize that. Question number 1. A businessman borrowed 600,000 rupees from a financial institute which charges 14% simple interest per year. He made a settlement with the institute to pay back the loan and the interest in equal monthly installments in 5 years. He invested the loan amount and earned 8% of the invested amount as the monthly profit. Show that he gains a profit after paying the monthly installment of the loan from his monthly profit of the investment. So we can first find out the interest per year. So what's the interest per year? %14 of 600,000 rupees. So interest per year. Then you need to multiply that by 5 to get interest per 5 years. Interest per 5 years. Interest per 5 years. So you have to multiply this by 5. 14 times 5 times 6,000. So what's the value? 70 times 6,000. You get 42 and 4 zeros. 420,000 rupees. So that's the interest per 5 years. So there are equal monthly installments. So you can find out the total amount you need to pay. Total amount needs to pay. This is the interest and 600,000 you have to add. So what's the value? 10, 20,000. So that means 1,020,000 rupees. That's the total amount payable. Then you have to divide this into 5 years monthly installments. So 5 times 12, 60 installments are there. So what's the amount for an installment? You have to divide this by 60 because 5 years, 12 months are there. 12 times 60. 12 times 5. So 1,020,000 divide by 60. So you get 6 times 1, 6, 42, that's 7. 17,000 rupees. That's the amount he needs to pay for an installment. Now he is investing this one in a bank and getting 8% monthly profit. So profit. So monthly profit. Profit from investing. So 8% of 600,000 rupees. 2 zeros, so 48 and 3 zeros, 48,000 rupees. So he is getting profit of 48,000. He needs to only pay 17,000. So this is a profit actually. So after paying this amount, what is the profit gained? So what's the profit gained after paying the installment? So what's the value? 48,000 minus 17,000. 3 zeros and here 1 and 3. So 31,000 extra he can keep. So this is a profit. So what they ask here in the question, show that he gains a profit after paying the monthly installment of the loan from his monthly profit of the investment. So this is the final answer. So we'll see how you get marks according to the marking scheme. 420,000. So you get 2 marks up to this point. And then divide in total amount. So you get 3 marks here, adding and finding that. And 1 mark for 17,000 rupees. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And 2 marks for 48,000. And finally 31,000 profit. You get subtraction 1 mark, 1 mark, and mentioning that this is a profit, 1 mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we'll erase this one. So 10 marks for this question. Now you can try question number 2. So you get 2 parts. This is about quadratic graph. So you can ask for a graph paper. An incomplete table of values prepared to draw the graph of the function y equals 5 minus x squared is given below. Find the value of y when x equals minus 2. That's substitution. 5 minus x is minus 2. Make sure that you put inside brackets. So minus 2 times minus 2, that's plus 4. So you get 1. So this is 1. Using the scale of 10 small divisions representing 1 unit along both the x-axis and y-axis, draw the graph of the above function on a graph paper. So this is the graph paper you are getting. So we'll try to scale it first, starting from minus 3. We'll start from here. Minus 2, minus 1, 0. So this is the y-axis. First you can draw the y-axis. And then you can mark the numbers. Maximum is 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, up to minus 4. Then you can draw the x-axis. You can draw the x-axis here. So x-axis, and you can label here 1, 2, 3. And these should be pluses Here, can you see? There's a small mistake there. These are plus values. I'll erase those plus values. Minus values I can erase. So these are positive values. Now that's the scale. So this is y and this is x. Then you can mark the scale. This way 0.1, 10 squares 1 unit. Here also 0.1 for small 1 square. Now you can mark the points. -3 with -4. -2 with 1. -1 with 4. 0 with 5. 1 with 4. 2 with 1. 3 with -4. Now you can draw the curve. So I can use the ruler only for these 2 points. And then you have to smoothly connect the other points. So I'll draw here, starting from here. Starting from here, you can draw this one up to here, and then the other part up to here like this. So this is the curve. So how you get marks for this graph? 1 mark always you get for this value, and 3 marks for the graph question. 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for the points, and 1 mark for connecting smoothly. So altogether 4 marks for this question. So we'll see what are the other questions related to the graphs. We'll answer the questions related to the graph. Write the equation of the axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry is this. So what's the equation? Passes through x equals 0. So vertical lines we write x equals 0. Write the coordinates of the maximum point. So this is 0, 5. Find the interval of values of x for which the function is positive. Positive means y values are positive here to here. So this value to here. So minus 2.2 and plus 2.2. So those are the 2 points here, here and here. So in between you get positive values. Find the value of root 5 to the nearest first decimal place. So we know the equation is y equals 5 minus x squared. When y equals 0, what happens? 0 equals 5 minus x squared is 5. So when you take the square root, you get plus or minus 5. So in this question, they ask only the positive root 5. So that means you are only referring to the positive value. So this is y equals 0 means on the x-axis. So the answer is 2.2 because we found out this point is 2.2. So positive value only, you can take the positive value of that. So that's all for this question. We'll see how many marks for each part. So we already gave 4 marks before. So 1 mark here, 1 mark here, and 2 marks for this step, and 2 marks for this part as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 4 marks, you get 10 marks altogether. Now try question number 3. That's a statistics question. You get 3 parts. We'll do separately. The information in the following table shows the marks obtained by 60 candidates in a practical examination. What is the model class of this distribution? So all which are equal. So you can refer the frequency row. Here this is the highest. So 60 to 70 is the model class. Using mid-value of 60 to 70 class interval as the assumed mean, find the mean value and you have to round it to the nearest whole number. So we'll first write down marks, and here 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, up to 100. And you can write down the total here. So mid value, you need mid value of the interval. That's x. 30 plus 40 divided by 2. So mid value is 35, 45, 55. So all are increases by 10. 75, 85, 95. And the frequency is given 6, 8, 10, 16, 10, 6, 4. So the total is 60. And deviation. So what is assumed mean? They are asking to take the mid value of the 60 to 70 interval. So 60 to 70 interval, mid value is 65. So assumed mean is 65. So what's the deviation? X minus 65. So you subtract 65. So you get 0 here. So each one here, gap is 10. So minus 10, minus 20, minus 30 here. Positive 10, 20, 30. So when you multiply these two columns, you get FD minus 180, minus 160 and minus 100. And positive values 100, 120, 120. Now we'll take the positive. Total is 340, negative total 440. So you get 100, that's negative 100 is the total. So what's the mean formula? Mean is assumed mean plus sigma FD over sigma F. Assumed mean is 65 and FD minus 100. Divide by sigma F, total frequency. So that's 60. 0 get cancelled out. So this is 65 minus 10 over 6, roughly how much? 1. And you get 6 for 40. 6 times 6, 36 for 46. So 1.66 like that. So what's the value? 65 minus this means 4, 3. So here 10 and here 10. 1 remaining. 2, 3 here and 6. 63.34. But you need to the nearest whole number. So you get 63 is the mean mark. So that's this part. We'll see how many marks for that. 1 mark for finding the model class, and 6 marks for this. So mid value you get 1, deviation 1 mark, sigma FD 1 mark, writing down this 1 mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 for rounding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I give more marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 mark extra. So 7 altogether, these 2 parts. Now we'll do the next one. Next part, if 60% of the above candidates are to be selected, find the minimum mark that the candidates should achieve. So altogether how many students? 60 students. So out of that, we need to select 60%. 60% of that, 0, 0, 36. So that means from here we need 36. Then we can find out the boundary value. So 10, 20, 36. So these 4 values 36. So what's the boundary mark, minimum mark that candidates should achieve? 60. So the minimum mark is 60. So how many marks for the third part? 3 marks. 2 marks here and 1 mark for finding the minimum mark. So earlier 7 and this 3, 10 marks altogether. Now let's do the next question. You can try 4, 5 and 6. Question number 4, you get 2 parts. This is about equations. So we'll do it. When 2/3 of a number and 1/5 of one less than the twice of the first number are added, the answer is 3. If the number is x, write the other number in terms of x. So what is the other number? First number x multiplied by 2. It says the twice of the first number are added and 1 less than. So 2x minus 1 is the other number. Using the above information, build up an equation and find the value of the number. It says 2/3 of a number, 2/3 x, and 1/5 of this number, twice of that and 1 less than that. Addition, the answer is equal to 3. So you can create an equation like this and solve for x. 3 and 5, lowest common multiple is 15. So that means you can multiply all these terms by 15 to get rid of this denominator. So you get 5. 5 times 2, 10, 10x. Here 5 times 15, this is 3. So 3 times 2x, 6x, 3 times minus 1, minus 3. So 3 times 15, you get 45. So 10 and 6, 16x is equal to 45 plus 3, 48. So what is x? Divide by 16. X is equal to 3. 48 divided by 16. So x is 3. So using the above information, build up an equation and find the value of the number. So x is 3. What's the other number? 2 times 3 minus 1. 6 minus 1, 5. So the two numbers are 3 and 5. So how many marks? So you are getting 1 mark for writing down this number. And 4 marks for finding this. So creating this equation 2 marks and then solving another 1 mark and finding x 1 mark. So you can write down the other number as 5. So altogether 4 marks. Now let's look at the next part. This is simultaneous equations. So you get 2 equations, 5x plus 3y equals 1. That's the first equation. 3x minus 2y equals 12. Second equation. So you have to make the coefficients equal. Which one is easy? So we can multiply the first one by 2 and this one by 3 and add it. So 1 multiplied by 2. What you get? 10x plus 6y equals 2. That's our third equation. Multiply the second by 3. 9x minus 6y equals 36. That's the fourth one. Now, same coefficient but the signs are different. You can add it. 3 plus 4. 10 plus 9. 19x is equal to 38. So, what's x? Divide by 19. X becomes 2. So, after you find x, you have to find out the y value. Take one of the equation and substitute. So, we'll take the first one. First equation, x equals 2. So, 5 times 2 plus 3y equals 1. So, 10 here plus 3y equals 1. So, what is 3y? 3y equals 1 minus 10 minus 9. Divide by 3. Y equals minus 3. So, x equals 2 and y equals minus 3. So, that's the answer. So, we'll see how many marks. X equals 2, y equals minus 3, 5 marks. Because you gave 5 marks here. So, this whole thing is 5 marks. So, 10 marks altogether. Now, we'll do the next question. This is about scale diagrams. So, 4 parts are there. So, we'll do step by step. AB is a building and CD is a tower. A point E between the building and the tower is observed with an angle of depression of 55 from the top of the building. From here to here. The angle of depression means from the horizontal line, this is 55 degrees. Then the top of the tower is observed with an angle of elevation 35 degrees. From here to here, angle of elevation. So, this angle is 35 degrees. If AB is 30, this is 30 meters, and EC is 20 meters. Represent this information by a rough sketch. So, this is the rough sketch. Using the scale 1 centimeter, represent 5 meters. Draw the scale diagram for the above information. So, we have to draw the scale diagram. 1 centimeter is 5 means, what is 30 meters means? 6 centimeters you have to take. Then 20 meters means 20 divided by 5, 4 centimeters you can take. So we have to draw the diagram now. So what we do, we need the protractor to measure the angles and the ruler to draw the straight lines. So we'll try to draw this. We'll take the protractor and the ruler. So here, first we need to draw a straight line. So this is the straight line. So we'll draw a straight line here. Then you can mark a point A. So this is A. You need here how many centimeters? 6 centimeters here. So we'll take the ruler because you need to get 90-degree angle as well. So we'll keep the ruler here. Now it's 90 degrees. So we need 6 centimeter length. So 6 centimeter length. So we can draw the line up to here. That's the building. That's B. Then we need 55-degree angle. If this is 55, what is this angle? 90 minus 55. So 90 minus 55, you get 35. So if we can measure 35-degree angle here, we can mark the other length. So here this is the B point and we can mark 35-degree here. This is 35. So we can mark from here 35. This is this one. Now we can draw the line here to this one. So that's the intersecting point E here. So we'll mark it now. This is E and this is B and we took 6 centimeter here. Now what's the next one? This is 90 and the next one is 20 meters there from here. 20 meters means 4 centimeters. So we can take the ruler and measure 4 centimeters from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the other point C. So we can mark C here. Now again we need 90-degree angle. So we can draw now perpendicular line here. So this is the line and how many degrees here? 35. From here 35 we can mark. So we'll mark this is 4 centimeters and again take the protractor and measure 35 from here. So 30, 35. Now you don't need the protractor. So here to here, 35. So that's D. So we mark this is 35. So this is the scale diagram. So using the scale, draw the scale diagram from the above information. So now we'll see what's the question related to this. Using the scale diagram, find the actual height of the tower. So actual height of the tower. Tower is here. So we can measure this length. So what's the length there? Here to here. You get 2.8 8. That's centimeters, but they want the actual length, so you need to multiply by 5. So actual height of the tower, 2.8 multiplied by 5. 14 meters is the height of the tower. Find the angle of elevation of the tower from the bottom of the building. So you have to measure the angle. So that means we will connect this point to this one and measure this angle. So what's the angle there? So this angle, what's the angle here? 20 degrees. Here to here, 20 degrees. So that's the angle of elevation. So this angle we got 20 degrees. So find the angle of elevation of the tower from the bottom of the building, 20 degrees. Now we'll give marks for each step. So you are getting 3 marks for the scale diagram. That's this part, 3 marks. And sketching this one, you are getting 2 marks. 2 marks for sketching. And also you are getting 2 marks for finding the answer there. So before that, you need to give another 1 mark for drawing and finding the solutions, and also to the scale, 2 marks. So 4 plus 3, 7, and here 7, 2, that's 9, and 1 mark for the angle of elevation. So altogether 10 marks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we'll do 6th question. The sum of 3 squares of 3 consecutive positive integers is 194, taking the mid number as x. Write the other 2 numbers and from an equation. So here x, what's the previous number? Consecutive numbers means the difference is 1. So x minus 1. And the next number is you are adding 1. So sum of the 3 squares of 3 consecutive positive integers. So that means when you square it and add it, sum of the 3 square terms is equal to 194. This is the equation. And solve the equation and find the 3 numbers separately. So we can expand brackets. So what's the expansion? You get the square term and the square term of this, double of this one, minus 2x. And when you square this one, you get x squared. Double of this is 2x plus 1, 194. X squared and x squared all together 3x squared minus 2x and plus 2x get cancelled out. And here 1, 2. When you take it to the other side, subtract 2 from 194, that's 192. Now divide by 3. 3 times 618, and for 12, 3 times 4. Square root of 64. So x becomes square root of 64, that's 8. Here we are taking positive numbers. Positive integers are there. So you can't take negative 8. So if x is 8, what are the 3 numbers? 8 is in the middle. Previous number is 7. That's 8 minus 1. After 8, that's 9. So these are the 3 consecutive numbers. So how many marks? So this is a full question. So 10 marks. So writing down x minus 1 also you get marks. So you get 3 numbers, 2 marks for writing this. Then writing down this equation, 1 mark, and expanding, 2 marks, and trying to solve it, 1 mark. And here this is 2 marks again here. Now how many marks? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 2 marks for answers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks to this question. Now we'll look at the next one. You can do part B. So part B also you get 6 questions, but you have to answer only 5 questions. So let's do 7, 8, 9. Question number 7, you get 2 parts. A square-based metal cuboid with base length A, centimeters and height h was melted to make maximum n number of circular medals. The radius and the thickness of the medal are 2h over 5 centimeters and L. Show that n is given by this. Cuboid, square base cuboid. So the height is h and length is A. So these are equal. So this is melted and maximum n number of circular medals. Circular medals means here with, so actually this is a cylinder like. So you get a thickness. So thickness of the medal is, that's the height of that, 2h over 5. And what's the radius is 2h over 5. Radius is 2h over 5. And what's the thickness? L. So we can equate. The volume of this is equal to 32 medals of that. So how many medals? It says n, not 32, n medals. So what's the volume of the cuboid? A times A, that's A squared is the base area into height. That's equal to n of these cylinders, small cylinders like. So what's the value? Pi r squared h. R squared means 2h over 5 squared into h means L, thickness. You get A squared h equals n pi 2 squared, that's 4, h squared over 25 and L here. Now we have to make n as the subject. So what is n? Make n as the subject of the formula. You multiply by 25. Divide by pi 4 h squared L. Now can you see 1h get cancelled out? And what's remaining? N equals 25a squared over 4 pi HL or 4 pi LH. So that's what you need here. So how many marks for showing this? So you get 2 marks for writing down this equation and 1 mark here and 1 mark for the final answer. So 4 marks for that. And let's look at the second part. When k equals 25a squared over 4l, n is given by k over pi h. If k is this and h, using the logarithm table, find the largest value n can have. So what's the n? 25 a squared over 4 pi LH. Now k is 25a squared over 4l. This one with l. This is k. So what's n then? K over pi h. That's true. Now k is given 2250 and pi 3.14 and h is 6.453. You are asked to find out n. So this is n using logarithm table. So take log both sides. Log of n equals log of 2250. These two are in the denominator. So that means minus log of 3.14 and log of 6.453. So these two in brackets because both are minus in the denominator. Now you have to refer the log tables. This is 1, 2, 3, 3 point something. 22, 5, 0. 22, 5. 35, 22. 3.14, 31, 4. This is minus 0.31, 4. 49, 69. And minus, this one 6 point something means again 0.64, 53. 64, 5 and adding 3, that's 2. 80, 98. Now we'll do the calculations. Add these two. 0.4969 and 8098. 1.3 something. Now subtract from 3.3522. 1.3067. You subtract, what you get? 5 and 7 plus 5, 12. Again, this is 4. 0, 2. So 2.0455. Now refer the antilog value to get n. Antilog of 2.0455. So find where you get 0.455. That's above 0.455. 0.453 is there. So you need another 2. So that's too big. So So you can say 11, 1. 11, 1. 11, 1. And if you take 1, that's too big, but you take 11, 1, 1. So 2 means 2 places. 1, 2. So 111.1. So what's the maximum number? N should be a whole number because N is number of coins, number of medals. So N is, what's the N value then? N is 111. That's the maximum number. So how many marks for this step? You get 6 marks. So all these log notation 1 mark, and here writing down the correct log values 1 mark, and subtraction here 2 marks, taking anti-log value another 1, and here finding the maximum N, another 1 mark. So 6 marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And earlier we gave 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Altogether 10 marks. Now let's take question number 8. That's construction. So you can use only the compass and the ruler. Here also you get 5 parts. Use only a straight edge with a centimeter-millimeter scale and a pair of compasses for the following constructions. Show your construction lines clearly. Construct a triangle ABC with, take the ruler and draw AB line. So first we can mark this, and you need ABC. So 8 centimeters. So we can take the compass and the ruler. So here, what's the length? 8 centimeters. So you measure 8 centimeter length. And you can mark the B point. 8 centimeters. Then you need to construct 60 degrees for B angle. So you can take a certain distance. You can draw an arc here, another arc in the middle, and keep the compass here and draw another arc here. So 60 degrees you already know. Now take the ruler and connect. This is 60-degree angle. And BAC 45. So we can construct 90-degree angle and then bisect it. So you need the compass for that. So you can draw a perpendicular line first. So we can mark 2 points here and then take a bigger length, and you can keep the compass on top of this point and draw an arc above. And here again from this point you can again draw the other arc. So if you are not clearly see this point, again you can draw this. So this is the intersecting point. You can first take the broken line because we don't need 90-degree angle. We need angle bisector 45. Now we can take the compass and bisect 90-degree angle. So we can bisect the angle like this, and here take the same distance or bigger distance to draw the angle bisector. Now we have 45. Now you can draw the line. This is 45. So the intersecting point is C. So this is 45 degrees. Construct a line through C parallel to AB. So we can use this method. So here is, if this is 60, if we can create 120 degree angle, so that's add up to 180. Allied angles add up to 120 with 60. That's 180. So we'll do that. So we can take the compass and construct $120 angle here. So here, draw an arc here, another arc somewhere there, and we can keep it here and draw the other arc. Now we have to draw another 60 degrees. So keep the compass here and we can draw an arc here in the middle. Again, from this point we can draw the arc. So now we see this is 120. Now take the ruler and you can connect this point and this. So parallel line here. So I use the method. This is 45. This is 60. This is 120. To show this is parallel. That's parallel. Construct the perpendicular bisector of AC. How you draw the perpendicular bisector? So you can take the compass again. You take certain distance. I'll take a longer one. Otherwise you can't see all your arcs. And you can draw an arc here, an arc below. And here also keep the compass on top of C, draw the arc, two arcs, this one and this one. Now you can connect the line. So that's the perpendicular bisector to A and C. So those are the two steps, 3 steps they ask. So we'll give marks for those 3. So 3 parts. This is question number 8. So 1 mark for drawing the AB length 8 centimeters. 45-degree angle 1 mark. Completing the ABC triangle 1 mark. And drawing the parallel lines AB and DC 2 marks. And drawing the perpendicular bisector, you get 2 marks. Now we have another part. So 7 marks for this step. And now we'll look at the next one. Mark the intersecting point of the above perpendicular and the parallel line as D. Perpendicular and the parallel line as D. So this is D. And draw a circle with center as D and radius as DA. So this distance. So we can take the compass. So D is the center. So keep that and keep on top of D, and A is the dA is the radius. So this distance, D and A, and you can complete the circle. So I'll use a different color to show that clearly. So here, this is the circle. Measure and write the radius of the circle. So radius means D and A. So we can use the ruler to measure this distance. So this is the radius. So you can keep on top of the ruler and measure this. So 4.5. So 4.5 is the radius of the circle. So 4.5 centimeters is the radius. Now we'll see how many marks. So marking D and drawing this one. So 1 mark and 1 mark for the circle and 1 mark for the radius. So dA is the radius. So what's the value? We got 4.5. We'll check it again. Here to here, the radius of the circle. So we'll measure and see. Uh, 4.6. So I'm getting 4.6 as the answer, not 4.5. So 1 mark for this answer. So 3 marks and earlier 7 marks. So altogether 10 marks. Now we'll look at question number 9. You get 2 parts. So here we can answer there. In the triangle PQR, PRQ angle is 3 times PQR. PRQ is 3 times of that. So if this is PQR is x, this is 3x. That's what's given. PS is the bisector of QPR. So that means if this is A, this is A. QS is perpendicular to PS. QS is perpendicular to PS. So this is 90. Those are the information given. Copy the figure in your answer script and mark all data. And you have to prove that QR is the bisector of PQS. So that means these 2 angles are equal. So we'll take Y. So you have to show that X is equal to Y. So we can create an equation. If you take PRQ triangle, 2A plus 3x plus x is equal to 180. Angle sum. So you can create 2a plus 4x equals 180. And when you divide by 2, a plus 2x equals 90 degrees. That's our first equation. Then when you take PSQ triangle, a plus 2y plus 90 equals 180. When you take 90 to the other side, you get a plus 2y equals 180 minus 90, that's 90. Now look at first and second equation. Both sides here you get 90 degrees, so you can equate 1 equate to 2. So that means a plus 2x is equal to a plus 2y. Now can you see a get cancelled out? A get cancelled out. Divide by 2. 2x equals 2y. Divide by 2. That means x equals y. So we found out that x equals y. That means QR is the angle bisector of PQS. So therefore, QR is the angle bisector of, what's the angle? PQS. So that's the proof. So how many marks? So showing all these information, you get marks. So you get 3 marks for showing all these information and all the other 7 marks for the proof. So you get 1 here, 3, then equating 4, 5, 6, and then finding x and y equal. It's 1 mark. So 7. 7 plus 3, 10 marks for that question. Now let's take the next one. Now you can do the last 3 questions of this paper. 10, 11 and 12. Question number 10. AB is a diameter of circle with center O. C and D are 2 points on the circle. Answer the following questions using the figure. Give reasons to your answers. BAC is 30. BAC is 30. This angle is 30 degrees. Find the value of COB. COB, this angle. COB. Can you see this? This is equal to this. This is equal to this, radii. If this is 30, this is also 30. Isosceles triangle. So what is BOC angle? 60 degrees, 30 and 30. Because exterior angle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. So write down exterior angle is equal to sum of interior angles. What is the value of ACB? That's a semicircle angle. That's 90 degrees. Semicircle angle. Show that BOC is an equilateral triangle. BOC. So we found out this is 60 and these two lengths are equal. So 180 minus 60, you get 60. 180 minus 60, so 120. These two angles are equal. This is A, this is A. So 2A equals 120. A becomes 120 divided by 2. That's 60 degrees. Now we can see all angles are 60 degrees. So BOC is an equilateral triangle. Next part, BDC. BDC. What's BDC? BDC. This angle. This angle. Look at BC arc. Same segment angle. So BDC is equal to 30 degrees. Same segment angles are equal. Then give reasons for ABD is equal to ACD. ABD and ACD. AC. Again, same segment angles. Can you see that? When you take AD arc, I'll show it clearly here. Look at carefully. AD arc, this angle and this angle. Same segment angles. So DBA and DCA. So same segment angles are equal. That's the reason. So fifth part, you can write same segment angles. Now we'll give marks for this question. So 2 marks for first part. Two marks for first part, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees, 2 marks. Semicircle angles, and you are getting 60 for all, and showing that that's an equilateral triangle, that's 3 marks. And BDC 30 degrees, 2 marks. And same segment angles, 1 mark. So check whether you get 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for the whole question. Now we'll do 11th question. The details of 60 students of grade 10 who participated in a drill and a squad of the school sports meet are given below. 40 students participated in the drill and 35 students participated in the squad. 22 students participated only in the drill. So you are asked to mark these and find out the answer. So we'll try to draw the diagram first. So how you draw the diagram? First you need a rectangle. So we'll draw the rectangle. And how many circles now? You get epsilon, that's the total, that's how many marks? Students, 60. And M is students participated in the squad and P is students participated in the drill. So we need 2 circles. 1 circle and another one. So we can label this. This is M and this is P. students participated in the squad and students participated in the drill. So we'll find out the numbers. It says 40 students participated in the drill. So this is 40. And 35 students participated in the squad. That's 35. 22 students participated only in the drill. So drill is P only in the drill. That's 22 here. So 40 minus 22 you get here because the circle is 40. So you get 8. So 10, 3, 1, 18 there. If this is 18, what is this number? 35 minus 18? 17 here. Then what's outside? 35 or 40 plus 17, 57. So 60 minus 57, this is 3 outside. So you get this Venn diagram and you are asked to find out. Find NE, NM, NP and intersection. So we'll find out the first part. NE. So number of students in the entire set. So what's NE? 60. NM. That's in M set. 35. NP, that's total. In P, that's 40. And N, P intersection M dash, what's that? In P, but outside this. So this is 22. Draw a Venn diagram. That's this one. What is meant by union P dash? Union is inside the circle. So dash means outside. So that means 3 is outside. So that means not participated in the squad nor drill. So you can write down what is meant by this. M union P dash, whole thing dash means students who do not participate in squad. So neither. So we have to say who do not participate neither in squad nor in drill. So that's the set here, and then find N M union P dash is 3. So number of elements M union P whole thing dash is 3 is equal to 3. Now we'll give marks. 60, 1 mark, 35, 22 here, and 40. 4 marks there. And for the diagram, 17, 18, 22, 3, that's 4 marks. And writing down this one is 1 mark and 3 is 1 mark. So see whether this is 10, 4, 4, 8 and 2, 10 marks. Now we'll do the last question, question number 12. Now we'll do last question, question number 12. The 5th and the 6th terms of an arithmetic progression are 23 and 27. So T5 is 23, T6 is 27. Find the common difference. So easily you can do that. This is 5th and 6th, 2 consecutive terms. So you can subtract and find out the difference. That's 4. Common difference is 4. Then using the relevant formulae, find its first term. So we can find out using 5th term. How can you write 5th term? A plus 5 minus 1d. That's 4d. That's equal to 23. So you need only one equation because we found d equals 4. So we can write a plus 4 times 4 now. D is 4. 23. So what's the first term? 23 minus 16. 4 times 4. You get 7. So 7 is the first term. Then part 3. Which term is 87? So nth term is 87 is equal to first term is 7 plus n minus 1 d. D equals 4. Now open brackets. 87 is equal to 7 plus 4n minus 4. So when you subtract 7, you get 80. 80 plus 4, 84 equals 4n. So what's n? Divide by 4. So divide by 4, you get n equals 21. So 21th term is 87. So what's the fourth part? Find the sum of the first 25 terms. S 25. Fourth part, we need S25. So how you find out S25? What's the formula? N over 2. So 25 over 2. 2 times A. A is 7 plus n minus 1. That's 24 times D. D is 4. So you get 25 over 2. What's inside? You get 14 plus 4 times 4, 16 and 4 times 2, 8 plus 1, 9. So 25 over 2, 6 plus 4, 10 and here 10 plus 1, 11, 110. Divide by 2, 55. So 25 times 55. So 55 times 25, 20 and 5. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 5, 25 plus 1, 27. So you get 1375 as the sum of all terms. So that's the last part. So we need to give marks. So we'll give marks for this paper. So finding D, you get only 1 mark, just the difference. Then finding A, you get 2 marks, so 3. And finding N, you get 3 marks. So 3 plus 3, 6. And here we can increase 1 mark there. So here another 1 mark here, because you have to create the equation and substitute the value. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and last part 3 marks for this answer. So this is the last question in paper 2. So today we covered 2018 Central Province paper 2. This is the last question. So do the paper first and check my video Look at your answers.